What is it? Tuesday, September 10th, 3 o'clock now. I got off work a little early today, so I'm running into town to pick up some bolts and whatnot that I need to finish putting the motor and the frame together. The goal is to have the body on by the weekend and have it wired and running. I don't know how well that's going to happen. It seems like everything gets put way behind because something catastrophic happens that I wasn't expecting. So we got to run up here. Everything on my frame is 1/2 inch or 3/4. It's all grade 8. Wanted to make sure it's strong. It takes 48 1/2 inch bolts that just hold the coilover brackets on my frame, because each side of the one bracket is 6. So that makes 12, 24, 36, 48 of them. So it's definitely overkill, but that's what we wanted to do. So as you can tell, I ran out of bolts because that was a lot. So I got to go up here and buy 5 more boxes of that. Got to get some 1-inch bolts for my track bars. I made them out of 1 inch. That way they're extra strong in the way I had to set them up. But other than that, Nick got the axles all put back together. You probably are watching that in this video. So they are going to get set under the truck today. I will get all the 4-link finished up, squared away. I took all measurements before I took it all apart. So I'll get the 4-link on it tonight, axles in it tonight. I should have the motor in it tonight. The only thing I won't have done is I won't have it mounted on the coilovers, only because the guy that I bought them from, I hope you're watching this because you screwed me, told me they were brand new and they weren't. So I've been battling a never-ending battle of finding new parts, new seals, new set screws, refilling them. It's been a nightmare with these shocks. I wish I would just bought brand new from the factory, but this dude said they were brand new, so I took him on his word because, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to trust people when you buy stuff, right? Guess not. So, anyways, we're up here in Alliance grabbing some bolts. So, stay tuned. I'll do a video of getting back to the shop and a little bit of the framework and the motor getting put back together. As you know, I'm not showing you any of the colors, only because I want you guys to be surprised when it's done. I have a feeling a lot of you probably know what they already are, but whether or not you know, I'm still not showing you until I see them. So stay tuned for that, and we'll catch back at you later.
Is this the professional way?
Yeah. This is free labor. How the heck did that get in there? That's hot. Ah, mother! Oh man, dude!
Told you it's hot.
So you stick it on my arm?
It's on my fingers.
Yeah. Guys, it's Wednesday now, September 11th. It's about 12:30, 12:40 now. We finished up getting the axles put together. Nick Wise killed it on that. Got all the axles, front and rear, together. Sorry. All the 4-links on. The cradles are on. The inner plates are on for the cradle. Cradle crossbars are on. The brakes are on. The coilover brackets are on. Like you remember me saying in the earlier of the video, there's 48 bolts just for the top coilover brackets. Track bar is on. I don't have my redhead steering box yet, so I have to wait for that. Drag links on. Axle shafts are in. I mean, everything's pretty much done. I'm going to mount my fast fuel tomorrow. I'm going to drop the motor in tomorrow. We got to paint a couple things in the bottom and swap out the oil pan for the new one I had powder coated. After the motor's in, I'm going to run my brake lines, my fuel lines, and obviously after I mount that fuel system. Once that is all done, we'll run one main harness through the frame, and then I'm going to set the body down. We should be able to pick up the body tomorrow from Bullet Liner. I'm pretty excited to see that. I've been waiting a week, maybe 2 weeks now. I mean, props to them. It was so much work, and I'm so glad they decided to come on with the build and take on that big of a job for me. All the black stuff is sitting over here. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but the guy that I got my coilovers from ripped me off big time. So I have to get them fixed tomorrow. My buddy Alex is going to help me tear them down and rebuild them. So we'll get them situated, get them mounted, hopefully have it sitting on its own weight. I have never had it sitting on its own weight yet, so this will be a first for me. I've never actually built a truck on coilovers, so it doesn't hurt to try, I guess, right? But yeah, the goal is still to have it wired and running by the end of the week. I don't know how well that's going to work, but that's the goal. Motor's all done as well. I remade this tensioner right here. I put a stock pulley on it, and then I made my alternator as a tensioner. But I don't know if you can see, but this belt is way too tight. So I have to get a belt that's about 1.5 inches longer, 2 inches longer, so I have some adjustment, so there's some play. Other than that, it's going together good. A little behind, like always. Something always comes up, but we're going to make it. I hope. I mean, we have to make it, so there's no question about it. Just putting in as many hours as we can. I can't thank all my friends and family enough for coming out. Maddie comes out all the time and helps. My buddy Blake, my buddy Bo, Brandon, Nick Wise, Josh Heater, everybody. They all come out and they help me and give me a hand when they can, and I greatly appreciate it because I would not be this far without them. So props to you guys, and thanks if you're watching this. Okay, well, I'm going to hop off here. I'll be back in about 4 or 5 hours and go to do my first job, and then I'll be here working all night again, so stay tuned.